Would his crowd abandon him after he barely scratched the box score against Floyd Mayweather? The emphatic
consisting of Jersey City,
throwing 6, 7, 8 straight jab, verbally implored Gatti to come forward and fight.
Just keeping his hands very close, trying to crowd and force him into a slugfest.
When he turns his shoulder forward toward Arturo,
occasionally loading up on a punch.
He also broke his right hand in the last 2 of his 3 fights. Southpaw stance, and uses a right uppercut as a lead out of that stance.
Round, Damgaard has fought outside. Keeping his defense so tight, protecting his head. Gaddy's trying to hit the only target that's available, that's to the body.
Opponents coming into the fight, Damgaard had been averaging 80 punches thrown per round. So obviously he thought the first been his action profile in previous fights.
He starts a punch and he might catch him where the shoulder is. The head would be there by the time that the Damgaard starts dropping underneath the punches usually. Very seldom.
Now, as he flicks the jab out, and looks to try to get in another body shot.
And as he becomes busy, he's going to leave himself open, possibly for a little short right hand right through the center.
Gatti still focusing on the body. Right hand to the body, left hand to the body, now the right leg.
Damgaard is moving in, putting a lot of pressure on, but not landing any blows.
And now Arturo trying to fight. He's probably going to have to fight over and over in the welterweight division.
And he's throwing his right hand the proper way when you fight a southpaw. Not loading up, just a little simple right hand.
Quite some time before he fired the left hook to the body that he would unleash his own left hand more often. Trying to get in a power shot. Mounting a little bit more of an attack. Gatti has more openings for his jab.
He's got more things to punch and work out from now.
Exactly, and he uses the jab to set up a right hand and then fires a barrage of left hooks and lands a left hook upstairs. Damgaard continues to move his head a lot. Gatti contents himself with another body. Arturo simply switching southpaw against a southpaw to set up a punching angle. There's a perfect left hand by Gatti, and Damgaard at 147 pounds. Gatti in only his 4th fight
and
at this weight.
What Damgaard did was perfect right there. He blocked. She shows those short, pesky type punches.
Faster hands for Arturo Gatti. He's able to land combinations while Damgaard is still searching for an opportunity.
Watch it, Jeremy, watch it.
Damgaard lands the left, far more active in this round.
Let him go.
A little bit for a loop. Straight right hand, down the pike, lands for Arturo, comes back with a left hook to the body, and a left hook upstairs.
Gaddy's a tremendous puncher. These are the little short punches right there that Damgaard has been effective with, and will probably...
Upstairs, the really significant punches are being landed by Arturo Gatti. 3-0, 30-27, Gatti.
Gatti backed up against the ropes with a series of right uppercuts, hammers Damgaard. Damgaard comes...
I counted 5 straight uppercuts. I don't know if I've ever seen 5 straight uppercuts before.
There's a little left that lands for Damgaard. Maybe Lennox Lewis did there somewhere.
I wonder if Damgaard's face is going to bust up because his eyes and nose are swollen.
Gatti also. Left hook.
Left hook to the body from Gatti.
Comes right back with that little rhythm and makes him keep having a punch. He never stands back at a distance he receives.
And Arturo Gatti twice shook the right hand, which is a potential indication that already he's having problems with the hand. Now he throws it again, continues to throw there. But in every previous instance when we've seen Gatti break his hand during a fight, he shakes the right hand in the glove. Damgaard is coming and coming, becoming more relentless.
Some of those little short distance punches where he's very effective with, even though he doesn't have that much power.
Gatti still throwing the right hand. Hard to tell whether there's any less authority on it. Remember, he broke it in both the 2nd and 3rd fights against Mickey Ward and won them both anyway.
Gatti's taking a real punish, battering here.
And those short punches are being effective.
That's the conditioning of Gatti by being so persistent.
Here you see Gatti landing a series of right uppercuts, but they're not landing that solid. Most of them are grazing, and that one was on the glove. So actually, none of them really are landing that solid on the chin. but still he's expending a lot of energy, and when he finishes that, once again, as you can see, Gatti has have a little bit punching room, but Damgaard is getting closer, and when they get in a certain distance, Damgaard is landing shots that Gatti can't. But Gatti can turn the entire in this fight.
Is it possible that Damgaard has the sense he's the bigger, stronger guy, his welterweight career is telling, and he's getting more confident with each passing moment?
Yes, but I think the fight is going pretty much as he expected, though more so than Gatti. But right there, good example. Gatti didn't land nothing while in that exchange.
Now he lands the right uppercut.
He starts moving forward right away. After every time Gatti lands a good exchange, he moves right in.
There's a blow right into the cup by Damgaard. Referee Lindsey Page did nothing about it. Gatti. Big left hook by Gatti. Damgaard lands a shot. They trade again at close range. And another huge left hook by Arturo Gatti. And another one.
Damgaard has not been.
Arturo Gatti swollen slightly under both eyes. That's common for him. No bleeding so far.
Damgaard seems to be slowing down just a wee tad right now.
They trade shots with reckless abandon. This is the kind of fight which has typified Arturo's entire point away from Damgaard for low blows.
Damgaard is very effective with those short distance punches because that's what he specializes in.
Which happened in Damgaard
With Gatti.
In round 5, the two fighters.
Emmanuel.
Hate to fight another southpaw.
For the same reason that conventional fighters hate to fight.
Everyone in a right-handed position, and all of a sudden, if a guy starts fighting him in a southpaw position, it throws him off a lot. And you think he's finished, and he'll still be punching.
Damgaard got him
again, but he's so close that Gatti.
Coming and coming and coming.
Taking and taking and taking. And giving and giving and giving right here.
Wide swinging left hook by Gatti. Straight right hand by Gatti, thrown full force. Damgaard's got an excellent chin, at least good. Gatti blocking body punches with both arms. Damgaard banging away. Gatti rolls with a couple. When you watched Manny Pacquiao beating Eric Morales, you were watching, oh, and there's blood on the forehead now of Thomas Damgaard.
Yeah, I think it's in the scalp.
There's a hard right hand by Gatti.
Like
You were seeing a trainer, Freddie Roach, who's made a very positive impact on Buddy McGirt, who trains Gatti and, of course, light heavyweight champion.
I mean, of all of the fighters Buddy's worked with, even though he has a lot of them, seem like this is the one that he's really connected to. And the same goes for Freddie.
Well, I mean, Freddie actually sort of violated.
With Mayweather. It was very impressive to me that he didn't want to see his fighter get hurt.
Buddy said to Arturo Gatti, after stopping his fight with Mayweather, he said,
Arturo's career, I think, without him, I don't think his career
State Athletic Commission Executive Director Larry Hazard would have.
And he's known to do that.
Straight left hand lands for Gatti. Gatti maybe switching southpaw and throwing that straight left hand power punch, beginning to hold the right hand back and use it sparingly. There he throws it again. Can't tell whether it's broken or simply bothered. When a fighter's broken his right hand as many times as Arturo has.
Heard it from before, maybe just a nerve and maybe not enough, proving that he will fight even with pain anyway before, especially.
Gatti just turned his back on Damgaard there for a moment, which is the kind of thing he did against Mayweather, and Mayweather knocked him down.
If Damgaard was a big puncher, he might have done something with the free shot. He did make contact. Now Gatti slips. Winds up in a conventional stance. Throws the right hand again anyway. Both fighters look a little uncertain.
It's pretty obvious to me that Gatti doesn't have too much fear of Damgaard's power.
Do it again.
Hurt his right hand. It landed that blow also.
Gatti switches to... Throws an uppercut and throws him a Gatti, as once again he appears to be fighting through the pain. And the import of I know was be quiet.
Yes. But still, Gatti being the warrior, he still is going to throw that right hand.
Absolutely. Look at those left hooks. Those are classic signature Arturo Gatti left hooks, like the one that starched Rafael, or Gabe Ruelas, I should say, at a moment when Ruelas was beating him. Like the one that starched Wilson Rodriguez when he was blind in both eyes.
The thing about Gatti, he can... Sometimes that can do more damage than a punch to the head because you're there right on your right thumb.
That's how he broke the hand against Ward in one of the two fights. Arturo keeps on throwing.
Damgaard is with strength and not quickness or snap or power. Somebody, but he's way behind in the fight. Does he have enough time to do it here?
And it's pretty obvious to everybody that Gatti has hurt his right hand now.
In the face, maybe even the mouth now of Damgaard.
Yes, I believe he's bleeding from both the top of the head and the mouth. And those are two good straight left-hand shots out of the southpaw stance.
We know Gatti is now fighting the southpaw so he can get power with his left hand.
It's an ideal way to set up and make an angle for the punch. The fact that he can do it is tremendously helpful in a situation where clearly the right hand is hurt.
He's got so much guts. Unbelievable.
Gatti doing very little to try
89-82, Arturo. The hard shots that Gatti is landing
in his right hand. But that's discouragement about the rest of his career, not about this fight. He's going to fight through the fight and make it the best southpaw stance. Still throwing the right hand as an uppercut. Look at the guts.
5.
I mean, you just don't see it. Absolutely.
I expect him to go southpaw.
Oh, and he bends over, cringing in pain after throwing the right to the body.
And hurt him with the right hand.
Both hands. Or maybe Gatti doesn't hit very hard with the right hand when it's broken, and Damgaard knows the left hand is the money punch. Weight division, Manny.
Well, it is hard to say.
What an irony it would be if the career of the greatest blood and guts warrior of his era.
Right here, you're seeing
5.5 more minutes with an apparently broken right hand. Damgaard holds behind the head, Gatti in the corner, and Gatti looked and listened very carefully before going back to fight Damgaard.
It's unbelievable the courage that this man has.
Can we extrapolate from this?
I think he would do very well if his right hand holds up. Gatti, looking at his body and everything, he looks very good at welterweight. He's stronger than even Damgaard.
Hey, look.
Very strong.
He's beating up a guy who's 28-0, has spent his whole career at welterweight, won the European welterweight championship. This is a repeat. 37-0 with 28 knockouts. That was the point I wanted to make. So he's annihilating a guy at his previous fights and came here expecting to beat Arturo Gatti. And now he staggers him with the right hand. To whom you must compare Arturo Gatti.
This is fantastic. He's throwing power punches back and back.
Knocked him out with the right hand.
Yes, and keeping a distance between him as he's punching.
Knocked him out with what we think may be a broken right hand. Gatti closed the show. According to CompuBox, he landed 29 of 48 power shots in this last round of the fight.